Okay guys, so today we are doing an interview with Connie and Sandy. They are the owners of Four Paws Kingdom Campground. This campground is one that we've stayed at a couple of times. Never work with animals. And it's in Rutherfordton, North Carolina, which I think is a stupid name for a town. You might as well call it Rutherfordtonville Shire Township Parkway, I don't know. But that is not the point of the video. It is not for me to go off on a tangent about how much I don't like the name of this town. We have stayed at this campground, like I said, 2 times now, and we got the opportunity this last time to do an interview with these 2 ladies. They've got a really unique campground. They've got a really unique approach to how they treat their campers and how they go about running their business. I know there's a couple of weird edits in it, guys. They do run a business. I know we had a couple of times where somebody would walk up and need something from the office or the phone ring or something like that. I am not going to interfere with what they have going on with their business. So I was just happy that we were lucky enough to get the interview in the first place. But without further ado, I'm going to keep this short because it is a long video, and we're going to go to the interview.
It's Monica here with the RVing Tradesman. We are here today with Connie and Sandy at the Four Paws Kingdom Campground. And this place is a campground that has been designed around camping with your dogs. And this is our second time here, and we're really excited that these ladies let us interview them. So let's get started with the interview. All right, guys. So tell us your story. How did you guys get into this? Whose idea was it? What's the background on this place? Because there's not many places like this around. So
okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and admit it was Sandy's idea to buy a campground. Okay, so we owned cabins in Blowing Rock, and great, we loved it, but we didn't have any kind of sense of community. So we really loved the hospitality, and we want to have some sense of community. So a campground offers that. Okay. So we were smart, and we went to a seminar on how to buy a campground.
They really have those.
They do, and it was so helpful.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It was a great thing, and the broker that was putting it on had this one listed.
Oh, okay.
So we had looked at it before. I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of a small niche. I don't know if that's going to be good. The more we looked at it, and the more you just think about, everybody wants to travel with their dogs. So so we bought it. This is our 4th season, and just loving it and having a great time. And we're make sure that we tell people we did not invent the concept. The people that built it, the previous owners, built it as this and ran it as a campground catering to dogs. Okay. So when we bought it, we just kind of maybe upfitted a few things and keep telling the story.
Put our own spin on it.
Yep.
Okay, all right, awesome. All right, so I know that you guys have a bunch of different activities for humans and for dogs. And you have a lot of different stations like the ballpark and the lake and things like that. So why don't you go ahead and describe some of those?
Okay, so we have 8 different dog parks. One of them is an agility field, so it's got the jumps and the tunnels and that kind of thing. Okay. The pond park, it's over 2 acres. The pond itself is 1 acre. We think the dogs get in there and they don't even know there's a fence. They just run and play and swim, and it's awesome. We've got a private dog park. If the dogs don't get along with other dogs, they can go in there, turn the sign to occupy. It's all yours. It's about 1 acre. Well, it's main dog park. Small dog for under 30 pounds and under 15 pounds. What am I missing?
Lure coursing?
Oh, and then lure coursing. That's the most favorite one. So it's a string run through pulleys with a motor, and we tie just a regular grocery bag on it, and that thing will go like 30 miles an hour, and we can reverse directions. And the dogs chase it, and they just go nuts. It's the only sanctioned barking place in the campground, but they just go crazy, and that's one of our favorite things. We do that every Saturday morning. So during the day we kind of wear the dogs out, and then in the evenings we have planned activities for the humans. Potlucks, catered dinners, bingo, dingo. We call it dingo. Karaoke. We did karaoke last night. It was a little scary, but it was good. Just different things just to appeal to humans, so they can come out and play and have fun with each other. It's good.
Yeah, I know we were here, the first time we came here was for Thanksgiving, and we were really surprised that you guys actually cooked us a Thanksgiving meal. We had brought our own Dutch oven and turkey breasts and all the fixings and everything to do ourselves, and then we saw you guys were planning to cook for all of us, and we signed up, and it was absolutely delicious. You guys did a great job, and so we did that again with the burger bar last night, and we have yet to be disappointed. So that's an awesome thing that you guys will do for your clients. That's pretty cool.
It's fun.
It is fun, yeah.
All right, so what is your favorite part about working at this campground? And you can have more than one favorite thing.
Well, I think the people who come here all have something in common. So they love dogs, and that's what we like is, and in our whole lives we've always said, just focus on what you have in common and everything else kind of falls away. You get to know each other pretty quickly. And, we tell people who are coming here traveling alone, you're never really alone, because as soon as you get here, you're going to meet other dog owners, and your dogs are going to be having play dates, and all of a sudden you've made friends. So, it's just kind of a cool thing about being here. I think that's different than other campgrounds, and we hear that a lot. So, I don't know, what's your favorite?
Puppies.
Nah, I should have known.
Oh, man. I mean, just all the dogs together. They just all a lot of fun. But we had this one guest that came with 9 puppies.
Oh my gosh.
And we took pictures of us on a Saturday morning just rolling around in the field, playing with the puppies, like, yeah, we have a tough job.
Puppies. It's always a good day if you get to smell puppy breath.
And all the dogs are awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. That's great. Do you guys have dogs yourselves?
We have hundreds of dogs every weekend. We have the feline version.
Okay, the feline version.
Yep.
Okay.
They're kind of dogs.
Okay.
They think they're dogs. But we had labs. We lost them at 14 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
And when we came here, it's like, oh, this is going to be so much fun. We'll get another dog and it'll be great. Then we're thinking, starting a new business and getting a puppy. Let's think through this. We'll wait till off season. We'll wait till next season. And then we realize our schedules are really well set for cats.
Okay.
So it works out, and then we get to love on all the dogs every weekend.
And we're not the campground owners with the bad dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
What are your kitties' names?
Petey, Darla, and Spanky.
Oh,
Rascals.
we have a cat as well. Her name is Peanut, and she thinks she's a dog.
Yeah,
she can play fetch. She'll sit for treats.
Wow.
Yeah, she thinks she's a dog. She was raised with dogs, so she thinks she's one too.
There you go. And it all works together because lure coursing, Sandy got her training by playing with cats.
Okay.
And that's why she's so good at operating the lure course. Because she
makes
gets
sense.
away from them. So it works out. It all comes together.
I like it. I like it. All right. So I know you guys have what you call work camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Describe that. What is that?
That's where either an individual or a couple comes and lives here and during the season, and they give us 20 hours a week as a trade. They get a place to stay, an electric allowance, and we also do a tiered bonus. So they really are an extension of us because they're out there. They're the face of the campground the whole time. Super fun. We look for people who are fun and don't mind working hard. Because that's one thing. It's not brain taxing, but it is physical labor.
Mm-hmm.
So we look for people that can do that and then just enjoy and have a good time doing it. We have had one couple with us from the beginning, which has been great. And then we've had different couples throughout the years that have all worked out. We're already talking to our folks for next season.
Oh, good.
But it's really a cool setup because, again, the work's not that difficult, but everybody gets such a buy-in. And when we say that they're an extension of us, they really feel it. So it's more like a partnership, which makes it really cool. And we're out there working beside them too.
Yes.
So it's not like we're sitting back and just having them do all the work. But yeah, it's a pretty cool setup.
Okay, cool, nice. I like that. That was something that Nick and I are thinking about maybe signing up for one day in the future.
Cool.
It's a great way to see a lot of different places.
Yeah, well, especially since you guys have been so accommodating to us as well. We thought maybe that would be a good way to give back to you guys.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Love it.
Let's see, when can you start?
That's some fall openings. We really could use a few extra hands before October.
Well, where's your paperwork? We'll start filling it
There you
out.
go. No problem.
Don't tease me. It's right there.
Oh no. All right. Do you guys have a favorite breed of dog?
It's whatever one's in the office at the time. Apparently, here lately.
That covers it.
Yeah, I mean, it varies because every time I see a new one, which who knew there's so many different breeds. I shouldn't say that, but I've really learned a lot about different breeds of dogs that I maybe didn't know before, and all the designer breeds that kind of the mixes and the oodles of doodles, you know. Okay. But there's so many. I don't know.
I think the best thing is we have no breed restrictions.
Okay.
So the first year we just took everything the way it was, and the previous owners had set up with breed restrictions. It was so hard to say, get all the information for a reservation, and then someone would say, okay, what kind of dog do you have? We have a pit bull. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it just hurt. It hurt to say that. So we worked our tails off that first off season to get everything covered and have no breed restrictions, and it's so fun. Yeah, and some of the best dogs that have a stigma of that they should be restricted are the sweetest dogs here.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, and it was just fun to be able to do that. So yes, all dogs.
All dogs are favorites.
Yeah, all dogs. Love the one you're with.
Yeah, right? What are some unexpected challenges that you guys have run into in owning this campground that maybe you didn't foresee when you started out?
That's a good question.
In a general sense, YouTube has been our great teacher. We've gotten very good at fixing plumbing, electrical stuff. I mean, so those kind of things you kind of imagine kind of come along with it. And as far as any, we say we don't restrict any breeds, we only restrict bad owners.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could count on one hand any issues we've had with guests.
Yeah,
So-
no, most people who come here are just so, laid back, and they're here with their dogs, and their dogs are happy, so they're happy, and we haven't really had
I know the one unexpected.
what.
The level of relationships we've developed with brand new people.
And that's really not a challenge. That's more.
It's not a challenge,
It's just
it's
something
just
that was
unexpected.
unexpected. We didn't
Yeah.
realize that we would make so many friends that
Mm-hmm.
we would really love to go travel with sometime. If we ever did on the campground. But there will be life after campground. And we can go travel some, and I think that would be fun. We will have no problem finding people to go camp with.
Oh, for
because,
sure.
Yeah, we just met so many really cool people.
For sure. Awesome.
It's fun.
Do you guys have more like repeat business customers that keep coming back, or do you have a lot of new people, or is it a mix, or?
It's a good mix.
I think it's a really good mix. We haven't done the numbers, but every weekend, like holiday weekends, that's where we'll see, a good number of people returning, but again, so many new.
Yeah.
And that's what's so much fun. And everybody gets together. It's not like, people who've been here before,
Hang out in a little cluster.
No, everybody hangs out with everybody.
They kind of do.
Yeah.
We'll see it all the time. Like at dinner last night, there's a group of there's probably 4 or 5 sitting at a table together. But then the couple that was in the campsite next to them was sitting with them at dinner, and now they're up there sitting together at the campsite.
Okay.
And so their little groups kind of ebb and flow and grow, and it's just really kind of cool to see that.
That actually happened with us. We met a couple at dinner, and we got along with them so well that we walked our dogs together last night, and then we invited them back to our campground for lunch
Oh,
before
awesome.
we came here. So
That's very
That's
cool.
what we love to hear.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
that is very cool.
Let's see. Do you guys have any funny stories off the top of your head that you can think? Either just yourself personally, funny things you've witnessed around here,
Well, there's actually a video on our Facebook page of her and Guy, one of our longtime work campers, playing a little trick on me because there was a water line break, and so they wanted me to come look into the hole, and then they turned the water on and it shut down the face. Yeah. That was funny.
And we do have one.
Gullible right here. Gullible. Written right across there.
That would have been me.
I know better now. I know better. I'm not going to trust the two of them when they're 12-year-olds get together.
Well, you learned.
I know. That was fun. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I can't really think of it. I'm sure as soon as we stop this, I'll think of 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always have a lot of fun, but there's nothing there really that jumps out.
Yeah.
Other than that was a fun trip.
That was fun. And after the fact.
Yeah.
Captured on video.
Well, it's good that you were a good sport about it.
Now. Cue card.
What are you talked before about in season and out of season. What is your in season schedule and your out of season?
We open up, let's say next year, we're going to open up mid-March.
Okay.
And we always close the Monday after Thanksgiving, which actually this is a funny story.
Oh, yeah.
So first year, made reservations, and I mistakenly made a reservation for somebody to leave on the Monday after Thanksgiving, and we had announced we were closing the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So I called him back. He's from Pennsylvania. I called him back and I said, "I'm so sorry, I screwed up. We close on Sunday, so you can't stay until Monday." He said, "Oh, Sunday's the worst day to travel, after Thanksgiving, so I can't come, so you're going to have to cancel my reservation." I said, "Hang on a second. Let me call a corporate meeting." So I put the phone down. "Hey, Sandy, can we stay open until Monday?" "Yeah, we really should." "Okay, let's do it." So I told him, "Okay, we're open until Monday." So then we changed our rules because of that, because it's the worst travel day. But it's so much fun, and being here, you can hopefully attest to this. But the whole weekend's fun-filled, packed.
Yes.
And then Monday, pretty much Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Sunday after breakfast.
After breakfast, everybody just chills. And then Monday, everybody leaves.
Porch out there.
Yeah. So it's really a cool time, and people think that we're excited because it's the end of season. Because then we have pretty much, I won't say we're closed December, January, February till mid-March. I'm careful to not say we have those months off, because that's when we get a lot of projects done.
Because we really haven't.
But it's fun. It's fun because it's a cool weekend and the exciting things we want to do for off season. And then this year, the first thing we're doing is we're going to go camping.
So
we're excited about that.
Well, you deserve that. You deserve that. Yes.
Thank you.
We're excited.
All right. So how can people find you? I know you mentioned your Facebook group.
Yeah, so we've got a website, fourpawskingdom.com, that has all our information out there. You can book a reservation through there. It's not a fully automated process, but we do get an email and it has all the information that we need in it.
Okay.
And then we send an invoice so you can pay online with PayPal. We like to do it that way because we have age restrictions for the campground, so nobody under 18. And we need everybody to understand you have to bring shot records and what the shot records are. So sometimes we like to talk to you before you make a reservation. If there's something in there in the form that makes us think we need to call you, then we'll just give you a call. We do want to do online reservations though. Over this winter we're going to look for a new system. We tried it last winter, never could make it work.
Okay.
Because they didn't really understand how to put dogs in, like number of dogs versus number of people, more so. So that was a little confusing for the company we tried. So try again. We have a very active Facebook group, Four Paws Kingdom Campground, I think is our name. We've got like 6,300 very active
Wow.
followers out there, so
Okay.
it's always fun. We have a lot of fun with that page. And we're starting Instagram and, slowly getting into it.
Okay.
An Instagram idiot. But
Oh.
eventually we will figure it out. Just give us a little time to maybe not have the best etiquette. I don't know. We'll get there, eventually with some training.
All right. Well, that's awesome. You have anything else you want to say? Any questions that maybe you've been asked before that maybe I didn't ask?
I don't think so. You covered everything.
Yeah, I think you did, and I want to say thank you for
Oh,
giving
yeah,
us this
absolutely.
opportunity
Oh,
because
yeah.
one of the biggest things, is the word of mouth, and for you to tell people, and those people tell people. We tell everybody that if you love us, tell everybody. If you hate us, tell us first. So we
Give us a
appreciate
chance.
it. Give us a chance. And luckily that hasn't happened a lot, but we really appreciate you guys
Oh,
and this whole opportunity. So this has been great.
You
Very
guys are
fun.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Again, guys, this is Connie and Sandy, and this is Four Paws Kingdom Campground. Other than that, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section. You can check out mine and Nick's Facebook group, the RVing Tradesman, as well, and leave them there if you would like. Or you can join their Facebook group as well and get in with that awesome community. So I guess that's it for now. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Alright guys, so that was Connie and Sandy. Again, they're the owners of Four Paws Kingdom Campground. I know that they had made mention of their website if you wanted to get a reservation. They also made mention of their Facebook group. We're going to put links to all that stuff in the description. We did a review on this campground as well. There's a link to that video in the description as well. Tons of links. Monica's going to have a fun time doing a description on this one. And, again guys, these videos, we make these really as a passion project, so it's good to see that you guys like them. And the best way to tell us that you like stuff or don't like stuff is by means of, hitting that like button if you like the video, subscribing to the channel, and comments, really. Comments definitely let us know what direction that we need to be headed. So those are important. If you guys want to know more about Connie and Sandy, best thing to do is really ask them. But we will be going back to this campground. So if there's something that you guys want to know, put it in the comments, put it in the Facebook group, get it to us somehow, and the next time that we go, if there's enough interest, I will set up another interview with them. But I do want to make mention of two things before we close out the video that they said during the interview, and you have to forgive me. The interview is pre-recorded, so I'm actually doing this a couple days after we did the interview. But there were two things that were said, and I would love to be able to give credit to who said them during the interview, but I just can't remember. But I know they were both said by the owners. The first thing was, there's no bad dogs, just bad owners. There is so much truth in that statement, and I just absolutely love that. And then I'm pretty sure, I'm about 90% sure, I'm sorry if I'm wrong on this, guys, but I think Sandy was the one that said, the topic was basically talking about the community that is present at Four Paws Campground, and it is definitely a community in itself. But I'm pretty sure Sandy said, what they found was, if everybody comes together and focuses on what they have in common and not what they don't have in common, everything else around them really seems to melt away. And that is such a perfect quote. And it's so true. We get so wrapped up in, who's political party this is, and you know who drives what kind of truck, and all this other stuff that really doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, if any of you guys listen to Time Suck with Dan Cummins, we're all just meat sacks. And they have found a way to build a community out of being a bunch of meat sacks that like dogs. So, as always, guys, stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next one.